All right, here we go. Let me holler at y'all real quick. Woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. Again, woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. Now, before I get into that, let me just make a couple of real quick announcements. For those of you who haven't gotten an opportunity to check out the Patreon, right? The link is underneath the description in this video. Go on over there, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. There is content on the Patreon that is exclusive, right? You won't find it here on YouTube, right? Likewise, for anyone that hasn't, checked out the channel membership, go ahead and put your eyeballs on that. Again, there's content that I've uploaded strictly for channel members, right? For people who are on the channel membership, that content is also exclusive. You won't find it anywhere else on YouTube, and you won't find it on Patreon either, right? Now, also, for you individuals that are endeavoring to do a consultation, whether it's a phone consultation or a Zoom consultation, I have a link underneath the description in the video. Click that link. Guys, messaging me on IG or Facebook, or for those of you that I've been dealing with for a little while, and you actually, have the number and shit, use the calendar link. Help me help you, right? The calendar link is there to streamline the business aspect of things, so that way it's more efficient and proficient for all involved. Use the calendar link, right? If the time that you want is not available for the day that you want, then you just got to reschedule that shit at another time on another day. It is what it is. Woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. Let me also say this. For you guys that want emergency responses, you know what I'm saying, via one-on-one consultation or via text, yo, we can get together and we can come up with a comprehensive plan, right, where you pay a monthly amount, and then you can have that access. You can have the emergency, hey, yo, man, I'm about to go out on a date. Hey, let me text you right quick. Let me hit you up right quick and get your insight on something. Yeah, but that's going to come with a monthly retainer, right? Look, guys, I don't know if you're busy, but I am, right? So just understand that, my time is valuable. So you got to compensate me for that time, right? You feel me, right? Just like we tell you guys that women got to compensate you for your time. It ain't no different, right? Woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. Let me hit y'all with this right quick. Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Here's the thing, right? When we tell you guys about influence, when you can appeal to somebody's emotional state, you can influence that person. Okay, whether it's a man or a woman. If you can tap in to the emotions or the emotional state of someone and you can influence it, right? You can get that person to make certain decisions that are beneficial to you, right? What do I mean by that? Case in point, if you look at marketing, right, the marketing strategy of these companies, I'll give you a prime example. T-Mobile, right? You see the popular YouTuber, Kai Cenat. He's on T-Mobile commercials with Snoop and Patrick Mahomes, right? Do you think it's by accident that there is a YouTuber, right? And he's not the only one, but do you think it's by accident that there's a YouTuber who is now appearing on national ads when it comes to commercials, right? The marketing strategy of these companies is to appeal to the emotions of its consumer base. I need guys to understand where I'm going with this. I'm going to get a little bit deeper than the title suggests, right? Again, woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. I'm going to share with you a brief clip in just a moment, but I want to stay on this topic for a little bit longer, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Also, this evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, myself and Steve the Dean, myself and Steve the Dean, right? We're going live, the Tuesday sex talk joint, right? So come through, fuck with it, right? Guys, here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Again, and I want to leave y'all with this before I get into this video. If somebody is able to influence your emotional state, they can hold sway over what you do. If they can get you to respond in a specific way or a particular way, they can hold sway or influence you to make decisions that benefit them. I need you guys to stick what I just said. Stick with what I just said. Put that on your mind. Put that on your mind. It's going to come up again. But let's go ahead and get to this motherfucking joint. And then we're going to go ahead and break this shit down as I always do. Let's go.
Can I say something to that?
Of course.
Okay. Yes, I do say outrageous things sometimes on the 20v1s that I do. I don't really do like the smasher passes like that, but I do like the 20 versus 1. And maybe you guys don't know this, but 1, we're paid to be there. 2, we're paid to put on a show. 3, a lot of those things that I say are scripted. So they tell me to say those things beforehand.
Y'all heard what she said. They're paid to be there. The shit is scripted. And they're told what to say beforehand. Why is this important? Let's go back to something. If people are told to say certain things, if you're dealing with a reality show on TV, or in this case, these reality dating shows on YouTube, they are scripted. They're being told what to say, right? She said, when you hear me say outrageous things, why would people pay her and instruct her to say outrageous things? Right there. Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Here's the thing. I want guys to pay attention to something. People who are very adept at marketing, right? When it comes to strategizing, appealing to a particular audience base or consumers, they know the hot button topics, the controversial topics, the things that are going viral. So what do? They cater their message, or they cater their commentary or content to those topics. Why? Y'all get it? Why? The more subscribers they get, the more views they get. The more views they get, the more you get it now, right? So what you have is this: grifters. A grifter is a con artist, someone who swindles people out of money through fraud. If there's one type of person you don't want to trust, it's a grifter, someone who cheats others out of money. Why is this relevant to this? This is what guys got to understand. A lot of these YouTubers who have this commentary centered around bashing women for having OnlyFans, dealing with single mothers. I ain't naming no names. I already did a video talking about that, right? Who have these controversial, viral type of moments with shit, right? What are they doing? They are taking advantage of the fact that they know guys are very emotional about certain hot button topics. Let's break it all down. What are guys very, very emotional about? A woman's body count, women cheating, the divorce, child custody, and child support laws, women dressing provocatively and having OnlyFans accounts, women who talk crazy to guys publicly, women who are quote unquote gold diggers. This is why the gold digger prank videos are so popular. But guess what? They're scripted too. Those women, they're mic'd up. They're paid to be there. They're told to say outrageous things. Why? Because those guys that do those skits, they know it's going to evoke feelings and emotions from weak males. Right? And here's the funny part. Guys know that shit is fake. But if you look at the comments, they act like it's real. Why? Because people are tapping in to your emotions. They're tapping into your feelings. Although you know it's fake, you can't help but to emotionally respond. I need guys to understand. Woman reveals the truth behind popular dating shows. So what you're getting is, you're getting a lot of inauthentic interactions between the sexes. You have men and women on camera who are having a conversation, and that conversation is inauthentic. It's not genuine. It's not genuine. But the only guys that don't get emotional behind this are guys that are out there in the world dealing with women in real life, because they're not seeing none of that shit. They're not seeing none of that shit that these individuals are scripting, these outrageous things that men and women are saying to each other on these scripted dating shows. In real life, they're not encountering it like that. But you know who isn't encountering it like that? Guys who live their life on the internet, guys who aren't really talking to women, right? This is why when you have guys get underneath these videos or get into the live chat or comment under these Facebook posts or IG posts, I stopped dating. I don't even deal with women. Do you know the only guys that will say, I stopped dating, I don't even deal with women? Guys who are not having things go their way. Any man that's having sex with the women he wants to have sex with, any man who is being treated the way he requires women treat him, none of those guys are telling you not to date women or to focus on yourself, get money and work out. Don't worry about women. Only guys who ain't getting no pussy, who aren't having things go their way, feel that type of way. But those guys are the easiest guys to target. Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Let me go a little deeper, because I don't think people understand the power of social media and how Hollywood, the music industry, the television industry, how they capitalize on the power of social media and trending topics. Again, Kai Cenat is doing T-Mobile commercials and other commercials because they understand the power of influence when it comes to social media visibility. They know this guy with millions of subs, he's able to influence his followers, the people who subscribe to him. So T-Mobile is like, hey, this guy has influence. Let's utilize his influence to make money. Allow me to go a little further with it. A couple of years ago, and a couple of years before that, there was this YouTube war going on, YouTube battle between prominent or popular Black male YouTubers and prominent or popular Black female YouTubers, going back and forth. A lot of viral content. A lot of people grew their channels off of that little battle between the sexes. A lot of people gained popularity because of that battle. Now, it's not by accident. Okay, follow me. It's not by accident. A couple years ago, when this back and forth battle was going on between Black men and Black women on the internet, It's not by happenstance that Hollywood saw this happening. They saw this happening. There was a lot of viral and controversial content that was being made at that time. You don't think Hollywood said, hey, we can make money off this dysfunction between black men and black women? What movies came out a couple years ago around that time? The Woman King. Do y'all think it's by accident that that movie came out around that time? The Black Panther movie, where old girl was thrust into leadership, masculine, dominant role, and men were kind of in the background, just like The Woman King. Women were propped up and men were kind of put into the background. Do you think it's by accident that those movies and a couple of others came out around that time? Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. And here's the thing. Here's the brilliance of Hollywood and other forces within the media. Free advertising. What else happened? When those movies came out and the official trailers came out, what else happened? More controversial and viral content with a bunch of prominent, popular black male YouTubers making content centered around their displeasure and their disdain for those two movies. There were other movies, but those two come to mind. Free advertising. Y'all don't think that this was in the forethought of Hollywood? The people who marketed the movies? Y'all don't think they didn't foresee that coming? Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Here's the thing. If people can tap into your emotions, they can get you to spend money. Why do you think there's a rise of content creators on YouTube and Facebook who are copying Fresh and Fit's format and Kevin Samuels' format? Why do you think there's a rise in that? Why do you think that is? Because that's the perfect business model. There's a lot of weak, angry, bitter males out here, right, who tune into that content. Think about it. The truth doesn't sell. The truth doesn't sell. Emotions do. Lies sell, especially when those lies have the capability of influencing people's emotions. Why? They're so much easier to control than facts. Lies sell. Propaganda sells. Hyperbole sells. Theory, conjecture, myths, fallacy sell, because all of those things touch a nerve with individuals. Case in point, the whole pair bonding thing. There's no proof of that. That's not real science. There is nothing factual about the pair bonding narrative or ideology. It's pseudoscience. It's conjecture. It's hyperbole. It's theory. But because of guys' feelings and emotions towards women and sex, they can be sold on an idea that is something real. Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. It is a fact that pair bonding or the pair bonding narrative is a fallacy. It's a fact that it's not real. It's a fact that a woman with a high body count has nothing to do with her ability to bond with a man. It is a fact that a woman with a high body count, right, that has nothing to do with whether or not she's going to cheat or not. It's a fact. But because guys are so emotional about these things, for them, it's not a fact. Because they're so emotional about it, you can sell them on the idea that there's something inherently wrong with women being sexual. and they will get upset. And they will tune in to these videos. They will super chat their ass off for these videos. Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Let me leave you with this. Let me go a little further down a rabbit hole. Let's talk about the whole narrative about women who do OnlyFans content. Now, if anybody know anything about OnlyFans, it's not just sexual shit. There's a lot of shit on OnlyFans. There's shit about automotive shit, cooking, doing music on OnlyFans, right? And that's a fact that there are other things on OnlyFans beside women showing off their bodies. But a lot of guys don't even know that. Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Guys literally think, when they think about OnlyFans, they only think about women and nudity or women and sex acts. Why? Because they're being influenced to view women a certain way who do OnlyFans content. And here's the funny thing, right? Because there are popular YouTubers, right, or popular YouTube channels who cater to that type of content and commentary. And they get hundreds of thousands of views. At the bare minimum, they get tens of thousands of views where women are being ostracized and there's a debate about all this type of shit. Why? Why? Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Here's the funny thing. And let me make my point. I've been trying to make it for like 5 minutes now. You don't find it funny that the same guys that have vitriol and angst and this anger towards women who do OnlyFans content, you don't find it funny that these same guys jack off to porn? Just let that just settle on your psyche for a moment. The same guys that will disparage women who do OnlyFans content will jack off to porn. Do y'all want to know why? Y'all want to know why? Deep game. And I'm going to leave you with this. Food for thought. See, you got to get below the surface. Anybody who is easily controlled or influenced with propagandas and theories, they don't think below the surface. They have low IQs, right? I said it. You have a low IQ. But let's get below the surface right now. When guys watch porn, you can take the human element out of it. You can take the human element out of watching porn, right? And it becomes just a sexualized thing where you're jacking off to bust a nut, and that's it. Okay, you are emotionally detached from porn, right? It becomes literally just a lustful, sexual, let me bust this nut thing, right? Here's the thing with OnlyFans girls, right? There's a human element that's added to the equation. Zach, what do you mean? Right? Those girls that guys jack off to on porn, you don't really see them doing interviews. I mean, some of them do, but you don't really see them like that. There's no human element. There's no emotional investment in that. But when these women get on these popular YouTube channels and you sit them down with a mic and a camera, and then the host is someone that you like, someone that you can relate to, now there's a human element with those girls. Zach, why is that? Because now they're looking at these girls because they look normal. Some of them are very attractive, but they look normal. Like just normal chicks you might see in a grocery store, or normal chick you might see at church, or normal chick you might see at a wedding or something like that, or just out and about or at a bar or whatever, right? They look like normal chicks. Some of them are attractive. So now the emotional aspect of it starts to hit these guys. Like, I can easily run into a woman I'm attracted to and I'm dating her only to find out later that she has an OnlyFans account doing sexual shit, allegedly, on OnlyFans. Man, that's fucked up. Do y'all see the difference? Do y'all see how feelings and emotions are easily controlled? There's no facts going on. It's a bunch of opinions and assumptions. No facts, opinions and assumptions. On that note, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.